guys, it's Coach Taylor B, and I am right back to speaking to my community from periodically. I normally ask questions regards to, what are the goals for the month? What do you think that you can improve on when it comes out of your health? So these are some questions I'm going to answer for a Q&A for my community group, okay? So hopefully these questions or these answers can help another individual that is also struggling when it comes down to reaching their health goals and so forth, okay? So one of the answers that I received was, having the time and the space to eat healthy and exercise. So this can be done on a regular basis, right? It's really training the mind to really want it for yourself. I know it sounds cliche, but really once you decide to want to make a difference within yourself, be down what you see on the internet and what everybody else is doing, whatever the case may be. Now we need to just focus on you and what you want for yourself, right? So having the time, it's not about having the time, it's really about making the time. Making the time for you, making the time to make your own meals, because you know what you're putting into your meals. And I always recommend people do meal prep their own meals, cook their own meals, because right? So it's really about how bad you want it, okay? You may see a bunch of quotes that say that, but it's a real thing. Once you decide to want to eat healthier and make some adjustments in your life, then right? Another person we have is consistency. Consistency plays a huge part into making changes within your lifestyle. Consistency, not even just when it comes down to health and wellness, right? Consistency is with everything that we do in our life, whether you're going after a goal, whether it's school, whether it's work, whether you're building something. It doesn't matter what it is. You have to take the time out to practice. No one's trying to tell you to have it all together. I don't have it all together, but guess what? One thing I've worked on throughout the years was literally mastering consistency, right? There's never a time where people don't see me on the internet going for exactly everything that I want for myself, right? Literally, I tell myself, even on the days that I'm not feeling too well, whether I'm working a lot, it doesn't matter, right? Consistency is always key. You want it that bad, you gonna make it happen with no excuses. So practice consistency. That leads to discipline, right? We need those two to take it to the next level, okay? So please practice consistency. Another response that I have is finding the time for myself and motivation. You can make the time. We all have 24 hours of the day, right? You can make time for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. A time for you. Again, I know it sounds cliche. I know it sounds like the basics of what you normally hear on social media. It's different when you're actually living it. It's different when you're actually really doing it every single day. It's very few people that you see on the social media or the internet, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter if it's YouTube, Threads, whatever, right? It's very few people that you see show up every single day and going to go get it. So trust me when I say you have the time for you. Even if it's 5 minutes. If you have the time to sit here and scroll, if you have the time to go and make the time out to go party, whatever the case may be, you can definitely make the time out for you to work on you, on yourself. Motivation, you don't need motivation. You need consistency. You need discipline. And that all comes in play where you have to practice every single day. It's gonna come a time where you're tired of your own stuff. You have to become tired of the excuses that you make for yourself. I'm telling you, once you do that, you'll know when it's time to just take it up a notch and actually really do the work. All right, so you have the time. We all have the time for ourselves. You just have to make it. Next one we have is balanced dinners and what are other proteins intakes. Everything is protein, right? For the most part. You can do chicken, turkey, salmon, shrimp, whatever the case may be. So many alternatives. The crazy thing is, the ones that do eat chicken, turkey, salmon, all of that, You guys have the best of both worlds, right? What about the ones that don't eat that? What about plant-based people like myself, right? We still do our research, do the more work than an average person to consume our proteins. We have protein shakes, whey protein, soy protein, whatever the case may be, right? Do your research. There's so many things that you out there that you can actually search for, right? Don't sit here and try to search on the internet trying to look at what everybody else is doing to try to figure out what else you can eat, whatever the case may be. Do your research. It's okay to do some research on like, okay, how can I balance out my meals? You guys have apps now. Back then we didn't really have so much. And I promise you I'm in the 90s. I'm a 90s child, right? But even then, when I got started with this, it wasn't popping like that around that time. I've been doing this for a very long time. 2013, 2014, it was not a lot of things that we can look at right now that we have. Now that training and eating the proper foods is so popping, we didn't have so much of that. I was literally doing the work, training myself to try to figure out what foods, what I can eat. Shit, I'm trying to figure it out, trying to pin everything in and what I can do how I can build these programs. Now with so many apps and so many things that you guys can utilize out here, right? You have YouTube. YouTube is one of the biggest platforms. Y'all gotta lock in. Stop making excuses for yourself. Someone said, not developing type 2 diabetes. There's one thing that you can do to avoid getting diabetes. Please change your eating habits. Please change your nutrition. That's the answer. Change the way you eat. Change your nutrition. Change how many times a day you eat. If you only eat 1 time, 2 times, or even 3, you're under eating. The answer is 5 to 6 balanced meals a day. That's the answer. Please lock in on your nutrition. Then we have, next ones we have is gut health. I do a lot of juicing videos. I have several of them. There's also supplements that you can take, but really I recommend those who do want to work on their gut health. Please detoxify your body bi-weekly. It's a real thing. Cleansing your colon is a big thing. Please lock in. It doesn't matter if you're going to take the juicing route, if you want to do a fasting, a water fasting or juicing fasting, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. Please prioritize your colon. Cleanse that out. I promise you, it's a game changer. Once you decide to want to lock in, it's not even just about eating the right foods, right? It's literally about making the time to detoxify your body, right? You can do that with your veggies, your greens, all of that, right? There's so many different remedies that you can do and utilize. I give you the formula every week, right? Pay attention, lock in. There's so many resources that you can do and that you can take. Next we have skin, like gut health and skin. Same exact thing. Cleanse your colon. Once you cleanse and detoxify your body, that's when you know you can take that's how you know you change the game. That all plays a part of your skin, your hair, all of that, right? Lock in on detoxifying your bodies bi-weekly. I always say every 2 weeks, minimum. Once, twice out of the month, it's gonna be a game changer for you, okay? I also have an ebook in my Patreon channel. If you want to learn how to juice and figure out the recipes of whatever the case may be, go to my Patreon channel. It's in my bio. Check it out. You don't need nothing else after that. I give you everything that you need, from the recipes to 7-day detoxes, 3-day detoxes. Go in there and then go invest into yourself. Okay. Now we have not snacking at nighttime. There's so many different things that you can do, right? If you want to go snack on something, no one's telling you that you can't have a snack. Just choose the right snack, literally. Choose to have some almonds. Choose to have some Greek yogurt, maybe a little bit of granola, whatever the case may be. We do have healthy alternatives, right? Apples, get a banana, whatever the case may be. It's really about making a smart decision. Don't sit here and try to go pick up some chips and whatever the case may be. Go pick up some fruit. Go pick up some protein. A protein bar. Okay? No one's telling you that you can't have a snack at night. Or drink some water. All right? Same thing when someone also said about eating a lot of sugar, right? We have simple sugars, and then we have actual natural sugars, right? Natural sugars come from our fruits, right? So just make some small healthy adjustments. That's all you need. You're not gonna lose after that. It's a balance between having like natural sugars, right? Same thing with simple sugars, right? It's all about balance. Balance, right? Choose an apple before you try to choose some candy. Choose some strawberries and watermelon, whatever the case may be, mangoes, before you choose something else, right? There we go. All right, so another person says staying focused on eating healthy, especially when traveling for work. Meal prepping. I promise you, y'all, I'm trying to tell you right now, because no one else is gonna tell y'all, there's an answer to all your problems. It's always an answer and a solution. The solution is meal prepping your meals. That is the solution for you. There's not anything else and more than what I'm expressing to you, right? No one else is gonna really give you the real deal. They're not gonna fully put you on game as much as I'm gonna put you on game, right? All you gotta do is tap in. All you gotta do is pay attention and listen to what I'm trying to tell you, right? I give y'all a free game every day. I give you the formula every day. It's not more than what it is and what I'm telling you, right? All you have to do is just pay attention and lock in and really want it for yourself. It's just making the decision for yourself. Meal prepping is key when you want to travel, when you're moving, when you're working a lot, or whatever the case may be. For you to stay on the right track, my biggest recommendation is literally meal prepping. That takes care of all your issues. Okay, hopefully I'm able to answer most majority of your questions. Okay. We have rest and recovery after an aggressive week of training. That is mandatory. Give yourself at least 2 days minimum. 2 days minimum to recover. It doesn't matter what days that you give yourself, just give yourself 2 days to recover from training. Okay? All right, so we have another one, in a sense, what I've just expressed. Finding balance in eating. Find the balance, right? Eating the proper foods, eating enough. Those are the two main things that you need to find with balancing your meals, right? No one's telling you to eat big or small. We need to practice portion control, right? I always recommend, and this is another way that I practice, and I can only give you game of what I've done, is practicing eating out of your meal preps, right? Meal prep containers. That's also going to help you learn, okay, this is the proper protein to veggies, your carbs. I'm not telling you to go measure your food, because you don't need to do all of that, right? Unless you are competing, bodybuilding, whatever the case may be, right? Just practice. It all comes with practice. I have to still do it. I still do it to this day. Practice balancing your meals, eating enough. If you have to set timers on your phone, do so. I have a person that says losing too much weight. Okay, that comes with eating according to your goals. You have to eat according to your goals, right? If you're starving yourself, eating once or twice out of the day, then yes, you are going to lose not only the weight, but you're going to also lose the muscle mass too. That comes with it. So just eat according to your goals. If you want to bulk, eat in bulk, right? Eat more than what you normally would, right? So that comes with a little bit more detail with that, but I'm going to keep it as simple as I can. Eat according to your goals. You want to lean, eat lean. You want to bulk, eat bulk. Okay? And that is all the questions that we have for this, and I'm so happy that you guys did ask the questions. I'm going to be coming more with questions. Yeah, you guys. So thank you again for tuning in, and hopefully over time I can still be able to give you all free game and answer most majority of you guys' questions. Thank you for joining and jumping in. Also, be sure to subscribe. We have more things to come. Thanks again.